Hey there, whippersnappers, this is Tort the Great. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Minecraft Lord of the Rings. We are wandering our way through Middle-earth, and right now we are actually camped out in a high Elves Outpost. Let me switcheroo here, there we go. Couple of things we got to talk about, but we're here at the High Elves Outpost. I figured I'd check in here while we were here because we've actually got almost 300 alignment with the High Elves, so I figured I'd check in here, but it looks like, so we can get a High Elf for 250, but we kind of did the lowest ones with the Hobbits, and it didn't really work out super well. I'm imagining Elves would be better, but if we get to 350, which we're close to 300, so killing some orcs and stuff, we should be able to get there. I figure we can probably get to the point where we can do a High Elf Warrior before long, so I think we're going to hold off on this one for now, but at least we know what we've got to shoot at. But me and my dwarves, we've been wandering through Middle-earth. We are, I remember I mentioned at one point that, oh, we were like up here, so I was like, well, let's go up to the Nth Moors and the Tortoise and all this. Apparently all of this is just barren wasteland. There's literally nothing up here, according to the wiki. And I was thinking maybe we'd go to Angmar, but it really isn't very close. And I figured it'd make more sense for us to sweep back through the lands we've already been to. We'll drop off some quests as we go through. Maybe stop back off at the Hobbit Hole at the end of today's episode, and then we can continue on from the Hobbit Hole in the Shire, on through. Maybe we'll go through the Old Forest and the Barrow Downs and some other cool areas from like the movies. They kind of cross through all this. We can stop through in Bree and do all that, and then, you know, come up to the Misty Mountains, maybe take that path up to Angmar instead. Because I was watching some videos, one of the guys who watches my series, Toxic HD, actually has a pretty good series running on this, or did. It looks like it hadn't been updated in a while. I'm going to continue heading south as we go here. But he went through Angmar in one of his episodes, and man alive, that looks scary. So we're gonna hold out. Oh, there's some orcs here. Hey, gotta keep a weapon up. Ooh, there's more. It's been interesting traveling. For one, you guys may notice I've got a new horse. I didn't willingly leave Bill behind. My actual plan was to take Bill to the Shire, rope him up at the Hobbit Hole, and let him kind of hang out there, and then we would pick up a new horse at a later point, because really, he didn't move very fast, he couldn't jump, he wasn't really going to continue to have utility for us going forward, but unfortunately, with the dwarves with us, Bill got in the way of a battle, and the dwarves took him out. I mean, not intentionally, they were just throwing axes and attacking, and he just happened to be there, and they took him down. And so that was kind of heartbreaking I mean, Bill's been with us since, like, episode 2, at the very least. Yeah, I think episode 2 is when we got Bill, so he's been with us for a while, and I mean, he wasn't the most, the greatest horse we could have gotten, but he was a nice little pony, and he did as well for a while there, so it was sad to see him go. I also had gotten a couple more wolves, but apparently, again, they must have gotten in the way of the dwarves at some point, because the dwarves must have accidentally hit them, and they didn't kill the wolves. I ended up having to, because the wolves were attacking the dwarves, and I couldn't get them to stop, and it was just kind of all kinds of bad, because I can replace wolves. I couldn't really replace dwarves without going all the way back up to the Blue Mountains and trying to do so. So yeah, and we have lost one of our 6 dwarves. One of the normal dwarven warriors went down. Well, no, he didn't go down. He got lost. Like he literally did not die. I know for certain he did not die. He just got lost. And I don't know for whatever reason, his particular following teleporting AI was not working properly. So we've lost a lot of good friends. This wolf is not the wolf that has been with us. I had to kill all those wolves, and I happened to find another one with a couple of bones on me, and we were able to get it. But yeah, so poor old Bill. This episode is in memory of Bill. and the nameless wolves that I had to slaughter in between episodes, which is very sad. But I figured we'd head back to the Shire. We can do some... I don't want to throw this at elves, I wanted to talk to them. I figured we could maybe do some quests on the way back if we get a chance to, but more or less, I think we've got, yeah, Rangers, so we did finally crack 300 with the Rangers, and there is only one class of, well, there's two classes of Ranger. There's Rangers, and then there's Ranger banner holders, which I haven't gone through the trouble of trying to get any of the banner holders yet, because, like, I think they help organize your forces better or something. It does sound like it'll be something that's useful, but at this point in the game, I don't think that it's going to be necessary. So I'm going to, if we come across a ranger camp together, we'll stop and get one of those going, or get a handful of rangers for our fellowship here today as well. But other than that, we're just going to kind of head towards the Shire. I'm going to bring you guys back. If we get something interesting going, maybe we'll turn in some quests, or maybe if I find a ranger camp or something. But otherwise, I've got a bit of traveling to do if we're going to make it back to the Shire today, so I'll see you guys back in just a second. Alright guys, welcome back. I've been doing a couple of small quests along the way, especially things like, bring me 3 oak saplings. So, you know, things like that are pretty easy. A couple of people wanted just like a couple of gold ingots or something, which I happen to have on me. So been doing these just as I've been going along, although right now I'm not seeing a whole lot of oak trees around here. Lots of birch and not a whole lot of oak, which is a little odd. Nope, more birch. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to do some searching, I guess. But yeah, so doing a couple little quests, we've actually broken through 300s, so we may get some elves at the end of this episode yet. We're making our progress. We're coming towards down Grainhaven. I'm gonna grab this quest. I think he wanted some glowstone or something, and then I'm gonna dart through over this narrow section. But yeah, I'll be back in a bit. I'm gonna get this quest going. Maybe do a couple little ones along the way if I see some more elves, and I'll see you guys back when we're doing more interesting stuff. Alrighty, guys. See you in a second. Alright guys, here we go. We've been traveling for quite some time now. We're right on the edge of the ocean here. I was going to cut back, but then I got lazy and figured I'd take a look at these quests, although I think they're both to slay different kinds of orcs, so we may have to hold off on those for a bit. But we did just happen upon a high elf outpost here, and we actually, through our travels, we have almost 400 points with the high elves now, which is kind of awesome. So I figure let's grab ourselves some elves here. Why not? We're filling up our inventory with all kinds of fun people for our quest, and let's here we are. So we can talk to this guy, and I want high elf warriors. Yeah. So they're $30 a piece. I'm gonna go ahead and, just like we did with the dwarves, I got 6 dwarves. I'm gonna do 6 high elves. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which leaves us plenty of money to spare and gives us a ton of new warriors for our group. So we've got quite the little gathering going. Yikes, there's a lot of them. Alright, let me dump this money back into my little pouch here. Freed up a little bit of space that way. I like that they're reasonably priced. That works out very nicely. Lets us get a fair amount for us. But we are going to continue to head south. We've got a nice clan of dwarves, and oh man, this is sweet. I'm probably going to drop off a bunch of the guys at the Hobbit Hole at the end of the episode before we go adventuring again. We don't need all these guys. We'll definitely need them when we head into like Angmar and Mordor, but I think for regular adventuring this might be a bit of an overkill. There's just so many of them. That's awesome. Alright, well, as when we crossed this water originally, it's going to take an extremely long time, especially with the hired units, because they seem to go very slowly, and unlike with the dogs, I can't leash them and make sure they keep up. It seems like if you go through water, some of them will get trapped and they won't like teleport to you and things like that. So it's gonna take a while, but I figured I'd bring you guys in for me gathering some new units to us, and we'll continue on and probably get some rangers with us too by the end of the episode, and then we can we'll wrap up at the Hobbit Hole. So yeah, I'll bring you guys back when we're across the ocean and looking to get some rangers, and then we'll meet back up in the Shire. So I'll see you guys back in a second. Alright guys, welcome back. Brief stop here. I've been making my way across the water with my band of elves and dwarves and my horse and my dog and everything. And we've been going for quite some time. We're almost to the edge, and we came across this little ruins thing here. And I figured I'd bring you guys in as we checked it out. Ooh, we got a high elven sword. Ooh, that's pretty nice. Let's grab... we probably don't need that, but let's go ahead and take it anyway. And, oh gosh. Oh no! Oh gosh! Come to the surface! Come to the surface! Well, that was embarrassing. So we died, and thankfully this puts up a death beacon, so I was able to get back there in time to get most of my stuff. Unfortunately, I didn't really think when I dove down there to get that stuff, and well, I drowned, and so did the horse and the dog. I had them on leads, and I didn't even think about it until I was like dead, and then I heard them start drowning. I was like, no way, God! And I could not get them up in time, and so we're hoofing it from here on out. Everybody else is alive. A couple of times I found a bunch more of those little things along the way, and so I dove down and I got a bunch of nuggets of stuff. There's gold, silver, even I got some mithril, so that'll be interesting. But I got a couple of high elven swords, which actually start using one of them. That's pretty neat. But yeah, so we died, and we lost our dog and the horse. So we're gonna be hoofing it for a while. No pun intended, I guess, until we can find another horse. I did manage to pick up the saddle, so we'll do that when we get back. I've got bad luck with animals lately, but we'll keep going. We've got quite a ways to go. Well, I think both of these are killing orcs and stuff, which I haven't done yet, so I'm not gonna mess with those. But I guess I need to stop heading south. I need to start going pretty much straight east. So I'll pick up with you guys when we get to something more. Oh gosh, more exciting. Ah, stop it! Everybody, don't die! Oh no! Oh man, journeys are dangerous. I'll see you guys back in a second. Alrighty. Alright guys, I found myself a new horse, and we've been making our way. Not real far, obviously, but we're getting there. So I brought you guys back though because it appears that we've made our way to a ranger camp, and I've been looting along the way and all that. But I figure we'll pick up some rangers while we're here. Let me get my valuables out. I do love pouches. Because like when I died, I've since put keep inventory on, because when I played Pixelmon and stuff, that's just really nice, especially for modded stuff. So I put that on, but I think that you know, the pouches are really nice anyway, because like you have like half the stuff to pick up, because everything I've got is basically in pouches. So we've got this guy here, and basically there's only two classes. You got Ranger Banner Bearers, or you've got Rangers. So I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's gonna do us. We've got now 6 Rangers in our group. We are really getting overcrowded, but everybody's doing well so far, and I think that this is gonna come in really... Stop falling to your deaths, people. I think this is gonna come in really handy in the future, so I'll just quickly double check these chests. Have yet to take a look in them. Gondorian bow. I found a bunch of elven stuff. I come across a bunch of those elven outposts in the journey. I only saw like one on my way out to the Blue Mountains, but I've seen several on the path I've taken back. So it's been cool. I've been seeing a lot of those and been gathering lots of cool elven equipment and things like that. So I think that's all we need for here. Yeah, I mean, we've got our rangers, and that's basically it. Now we've just got to make our way back to the Shire, which we will do. I'll bring you guys back if we run into anything else exciting. Otherwise, I'll meet you in the Shire, and we'll spend the night at the Hobbit Hole and pick back up with our adventure next week from there. So I'll see you guys back in just a second. Okay, so this is awesome. I just realized this. Apparently, the elvish blades in this mod glow blue when orcs are near. Isn't that sweet? I noticed them going weirdly on the other elves' blades that are on my team a bit ago, and I just thought it was a weird visual glitch. But then, look, now it's still glowing. Where are the orcs? It stopped for a second there, though, when we killed those two until it registered some new ones, it looked like. But that's awesome. I can't... That's so cool. Here's some more. But, I mean, it's nighttime, so, I mean, there's going to be orcs everywhere. But, yeah, that's really cool. Alright, guys. We're gonna fight our way back to the Shire. This horse of mine doesn't have as much health as another one, so I need to be a little more careful. But we'll find our way back, and I'll see you guys in the Shire. Alright, guys. Well, we ran into an invasion on our way back. I hope our guys stand up to the challenge. I'm a little worried. This thing was tough the last time we did it, so I'm hoping... Oh no, I've already lost one of my rangers. Yikes. Oh god, this is gonna be bad. Oh, so bad. Oh, that's a bomb! Oh! Whew! We made it back. It took a while, but we made it back. The thing was just continuing as I got back. And I don't think we lost anybody else. I haven't really had time to count, but we finished it off, and the Rangers have come taken over. Did I pass our Ranger camp at some point here? Guess not. I'll keep my eyes open for a Ranger camp. It looks like my horse is again dead. Uh-oh. Yeah, it looks like my horse is again dead. I do have a spare saddle in here, so I'll... Oh, I guess maybe I picked it up. Okay, so I had a blank spot. Alright, well, Alright, well, I'm gonna keep going. Definitely won't be coming back till the Hobbit Hole at this point. But yeah, we'll connect back up at the Hobbit Hole. Maybe I'll find another Ranger camp and restock the guy we lost in that invasion. People did pretty well, though. It got pretty low. I had to draw them away for a bit in the lull period so they could heal for a second, and then we would rush back in. But overall, pretty good. I think that one Ranger is the only guy we lost. And those guys are the least armored of anybody, so that's good. That's good. I'll pick up another Ranger, maybe a horse on my way, and we'll see you guys back at the Hobbit Hole. Alright guys, we are back here at the Hobbit Hole. We just made our way back, and I gotta tell you guys, so when we blew up at the invasion, my horse died. I came across this pig, and I kid you not, look at this thing. This thing is like a rocket. It is faster than any horse I've ever been on. I mean, this thing, it cut the travel time like in half. It's amazing. Look at this. The people can barely keep up. Plus, I was like, well, it'll be fast, but it won't be able to jump. This thing cleared at least 2 blocks. Let me find somewhere something. Well, trust me, it cleared here. All right. Look at that! I bet it could even go higher. Anyway, we'll test that out later. Anyway, we're back! And this thing is like a rocket ship. I love this pig. I'm never riding anything else. But we are home, and we'll have to jump over the fence here. But we have made it to the Shire, and we're back at the Hobbit Hole. Home sweet home, man. It is nice to be back. Truly very, very nice to be back. Very excited to empty out my inventory a little bit, stretch out my legs, say hello to Fluffy. Let's see. Oh, Fluffy, good sheep. Here's a good girl. Let me get you a treat. Where's my wheat? Here's a good girl. Yeah. Alright, so we are back, and I'm probably going to take some time to clean out the inventory, get my armor all done back up. I've got my enchanting table here, so we'll get some enchants going. Might have to do a little bit of remodel for the Hobbit Hole, make some barracks for some of these guys, because I think I'm going to leave some of them behind. Maybe I'll take like one of each race with me or something, and we'll really get to know those guys and everything like that. But anyway, I'm excited to be home. We are back here kind of on the western side of the Shire. I'm thinking next time, really been up in the Shire Moors or anything, but I probably won't this time. Although I might off camera, and if it's cool, maybe we'll do something. But I think I'm planning on, we're going to go through the Old Forest, and through the Barrow Downs, and Bree, and all this other stuff. Things that you guys may be more familiar with from the movies, so I think that'll be a lot of fun. And we'll continue to head on into the Lone Lands and up towards the Misty Mountains, and just get a feeling for all these cool other biome kind of areas that we haven't touched on yet. So expect some more fun adventuring, especially now that I've got that pig. It's gonna go quick. I'm excited about that. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I wasn't planning on putting an episode out today, but this series has gotten so much love that I was like, you know what, I've got to do it. I've got to get something recorded. So I tried to cram it in. I really just did not have time this week. I didn't get anything out yesterday. Wasn't planning on getting something out today, but I was like, you know what, I can't. This series is probably my most popular at the moment, not counting the Showdown stuff. Well, certainly most popular, not counting Showdown. I've been blown away by the support on this series. I don't know who posted it where, but you guys have gotten here somehow. Let me know in the comments below how you found me, because dang, you guys, I don't know where all you are coming from, but every week we're getting more than like 150 views, which is amazing. So thank you guys so much for coming, and I will be back next week with some more exciting Middle-earth adventures. Man, our army is huge. Definitely gonna have to build some barracks, probably back over here. We'll put a room off this side and put some barracks in or something, but I will see you guys next time. As always, I've been Torment the Great, and you guys have been great. I'll see you then.